guys, welcome back to Let's Play Encased. We have a side quest to do. Deliver a few sermons for the church. And after that they maybe will give us the special implant. We already gave a sermon near the temple. Let's head to the council building. And give a sermon here.
You choose a place not far from the entrance to the council building. Teleglasses in hand, megaphone switched on, everything's ready for the sermon. Citizens are bustling past you. Some increase their pace when noticing you. You have to attract the attention of the audience somehow.
Again, let's scan the crowd for someone who might be interested.
Scanning the people on the street, you notice a young woman dully watching the clouds. Looks like she's bored to death. Maybe the church's teleglasses are just what she needs.
Alright.
She scowls at your offer to try the glasses as if you're distracting her from something important.
What? Teleglasses? Is this some kind of crap for old people? What's on them? Some silly talk show? Alright, I'll put them on if it'll make you leave me alone.
She jerks the glasses over her head. When the sermon starts, the young woman gives a soft yelp and begins looking around. When the performance is over, she takes the glasses off and stares at them for some time.
Why didn't you tell me what they do in the first place? It's really, really amazing. So you belong to this place? The church, right? I thought you were from some kind of power station.
She goes away. You wipe the glasses with a sanitizer-saturated cloth. The stranger who was watching you during the previous sermon is hanging about nearby.
Alright. So someone is watching us. Next up, the gas station. Not sure if there is a gas station in the city. Maybe here, this area. Right. White Lines Caravan Company. Wow, totally missed this. This is where we can get the transportation if we don't want to help the phalanx. Zemeckis. Before he would help us with the transport, he wanted some information on his chances to win the elections in Carmine Heights. And we interviewed a number of citizens. And we can tell him the results of the poll, but I don't think I want to help him win this election, so White Lines it is. And that is, let me see, after the beacons are installed and communication with the Maelstrom is established. We need several heavy-duty vehicles to deliver the scientists and equipment to the ruins of Concord. Alright, so first the sermon.
You come to the gas station holding your demo teleglasses with a megaphone hanging from your belt. Looks like it's time to preach. The city dwellers, long used to church propaganda, aren't eager to approach. You obviously need to catch their interest somehow.
Scan the crowd.
Your gaze falls upon a gloomy man who looks like a drunk. Lost and desperate souls are just what the church needs. Maybe you can convince him.
Right.
When you offer him the teleglasses with a smile, the stranger responds with a gloomy stare. What do you want? I got no money to spare. When you tell him it's free, he agrees to try the device on. You start the sermon. The stranger stands stock still, afraid to move. A tear runs down his cheek from beneath the glasses. When the sermon is over, the stranger stands shaking and blinking, clutching the device to his chest. Is this really for free? You should be charging for it. So, you're from the church, right? And is it really for free?
It is.
He goes away. You wipe the glasses with a sanitizer-saturated cloth. Looking up, you see again the odd stranger who tailed after you during previous sermons.
Call him over or just ignore him. Let's call him over.
You wave your hand, gesturing the stranger over. He looks cautiously around as he approaches. Listen, there's a fellow I know who would like your sermon very much, but he can barely move his legs. Let's go see him. It's not far.
Say you're tired, not going anywhere with him. Or why not? New followers are always a good thing. It's probably a trap or an ambush. Let's see what happens.
The man gives you a sad nod. Yeah, right. New followers are good. Well, follow me. You walk down the street. At the mouth of a dark, narrow alley, he turns to you. His smile snaps off as he pulls a handmade shiv from his belt and forces you into the alleyway, pressing the knife to your throat. Make it quick.
Alright, a sharp blade resting against your neck pricks the skin with every breath you take. The stranger looks at you point blank. His eyes are staring from his head with rage. Influence not available. Cautiously ask, what's the matter? Discreetly signal Crump to help you. Well, let's get some information first, maybe. You and that bastard temple of yours. That's what it is. Yeah, we're just running errands. We don't know any of the other stuff. Errands, what a word. I don't even want to know what you bastards are doing out there. It doesn't matter anyway. Now you're going to die and that'll be dead. So fight unavoidable. We are encumbered, so less initiative, and didn't reload the weapons, I think. Or maybe we did.
Now it's my turn.
Rank 20. Ton of hit points. It would be nice if there was a way to avoid this fight. Tranquilized. Psychedelics.
Colleagues! Colleagues, help! A scientist is being murdered.
Katarzyna probably needs a anagon soon. Trump is uncontrollable. She needs an anagon.
Ow!
Right. Phantasm. Medkit needed.
Stop it. It's not humane.
Freeze. Frosty flash. Precise shots. Harold Draymond, probably the boss. This is not a... Let's see. Oh, this guy has high resistances against most types of damage.
Colleagues, help! A scientist is being murdered!
I didn't mean that.
You think a scientist can't fight back?
Clip's empty. Reloading.
Just a
Wow! 88 damage. That's insane. Relic darts cannot be used. Let's go with the tranquilizer. And maybe psychedelics.
You think a scientist can't fight back?
Reload the flamethrower.
Ow!
Chrome needs to use a medkit.
You think a scientist can't fight back?
I'm warning you. I know Kung Fu. Stop it! It's not humane!
Phantasm knocked out. Significant fatigue.
Ow!
Need to reload the dart gun.
Clip's empty. Reloading.
Relic dart. Doesn't do anything on this guy. Wow. Let's go for a tranquilizing shot. Psychedelics. And fragility. Reload the flamethrower. Right, excellent. Extreme fatigue on
Need to reload.
Phantasm, I think. Can we actually help him? No. Can only use the anagon on yourself, apparently. Or at least... Right, this is Phantasm. Quest updated. This was the boss, I think. Crom also needs an energon.
Aim for the head, the brain. You think a scientist can't fight back?
Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm fighting with scientists.
Well, it's a miner. Not enough ammo, right? Reload the dart gun.
You think a scientist can't fight back?
My fellow scientists. Can we not fight? We can work this out like civilized people.
Well, we tried to talk to them, but they gave us no other option. Extreme fatigue on Katarzyna. Intense fatigue. Everybody is fatigued. Let's maybe, well, Energon. It is available for only one Cronus point. So let's just use that to get rid of the fatigue. And let's see what actually happened here. Some stranger persuaded you to go with him to preach a sermon for his friend. As we expected, it was a trap. As soon as you turned off the crowded street, the stranger put a knife to your throat. No one dares to put a knife to the throat of the church servant. Defending yourself, you killed the attacker and several of his on-hangers. This will probably have a positive effect on the reputation of the church. The fewer enemies the church has, the less vile rumors they spread. And at the moment we don't have a reputation with the church at all. Right, here it is. 9. Some ammunition. Science magazine. Heal up. Probably report back to the church headquarters. Right, this is the back of the building. And let's talk to Reverend Santiago.
Santiago flashes a sparkling white smile.
Here you are again. Dare I hope you bring good news.
So we performed the sermons and managed to evoke some interest.
The Reverend spreads his hand on his chest.
Isn't it wonderful? How did everything go? Did you enjoy being a shepherd leading our flock to the light?
So we can't just ignore the fact that we were ambushed. Well, let's tell him about Harold Dryman.
Santiago furrows his brow and shakes his head.
Oh, my apologies. People come to us desperate and embittered, and anxiety provokes their darkest fears. He shouldn't worry about his brother, for he is much better now. May I?
He takes the case from you.
Right, so apparently Harold's brother is a member of the church, or the cult, the sect. Because there is something fishy going on here. The secretary of the church mentions something, and there is also a basement that is off limits. Something strange is going on there, probably. We didn't really take a look into that. He did enter the basement, but that's about it.
Pushing the teleglass's case aside, he rests his hands on your shoulders.
Thank you for your good work. One more small request, and the implant is yours.
Alright then. Give us your next task.
The temple uses a device, the ejector. It would take too long to explain what it's for, and it doesn't matter all that much. What's important is that the ejector is now in a secret chapel in the city's sewers, but we need it here. Find Brother Becker and Sister O'Keefe and collect the ejector from them. Not that difficult, right? Remember, the secret chapel is in the sewers. I'll be waiting for you with the device. Here, take this key.
He hands you a key and gestures toward the exit.
Alright, so need to get into the sewers. Find a secret chapel. Take a device called ejector from the novitiates there, alright. To the sewers it is then. And as I mentioned, we can also try to find out what is happening here. What is happening in the basement of the church. But I guess that is something for the next episode. For now, I'll make a cut here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.